Number 15 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to throw on first. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
A 2nd down throw for Descent. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go. White 90.
Brissett on first down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They go play action here on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. You know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A strong running. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Dixon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw on 2nd down. Dixon under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Khalil Mack. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Flex round. Flex round. Hey, we got 4. Ohio.
Back to throw. Dixon. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Buying time, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. From the gun, Dixon. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him was Rashawn Golden. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Brissett sets to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Off the play fake, Dixon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A first down throw for Brissett. Dancing to his left. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Rams have got it back. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Following the fumble recovery, Dixon. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second down, Brissett. Being chased out left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Gun Brissett, and he comes back with 1 complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. First down, Brissett. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Third and short yardage, Brissett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Brissett now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On first and 10, Brissett forced out to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the gun, here's Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Brissett on third and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Here's Brissett, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 12 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up the first down.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flipping left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Dixon. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Dixon eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Brissett. And an alley to run. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. To throw is Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Brissett. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Flex round! Flex round!
Off-play action. Dixon, he'll buy some time right. He hits Baldwin right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Off the play fake. Dixon. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
And the blitz does come. He finds his man, Baldwin. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards down to the 13. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Carlson now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go option on second down, right side. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Dixon steps away to his left. Now and that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off play action. Dixon flushed out right. Now, and this is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And now Oakland ready to take the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.